T, what's up, man? I've been needing to talk to you. But I swear I only remember whenever the freaking stream starts. That's the only time I ever remember. What's up, T.O.? Also, by the way, I switched it to ultra low latency. So it should be like right on, like only a couple seconds behind, 2 or 3 seconds. How's it going, guys? What'd y'all do today? WhatsApp up? What even is WhatsApp? Happy Friday. Oh, dude. Happy getting Friday, bro. You know what I mean, dude? It's like, you get it? Alright, so I think what we're gonna do, oh, by the way, if the camera angle looks slightly different, I know I've been changing it a lot recently, but if it especially looks different today, is because I mounted it to the wall. I had so much stuff I had to do, so I ordered this wall mount, right? I have it on the wall now. I literally had to deconstruct this whole thing, the whole thing. Like, look, these things come off. They're not, some of the parts were not supposed to, so I had to like ghetto rig it a little bit, but I ghetto rigged it enough, and you know, there's permanent holes in my wall now for a camera, so that's a thing. Now it just kind of looks like a vibrator or something. You know what I'm talking about? So, we're working on this song. It's a dope one. Sorry I was not able to, yo, Cody, I got the lamps, but my dad says that if I want, we can return the lamp and get the other type of illumination, but I think that the lamps are good. But for example, if I use a lighter, it disappears. Curious to know what you mean by that. Do you mean for your videos? If you're just starting off on videos, I recommend just getting one of these, especially if you're using your phone. The reason that I suggest one of these is because it's big enough to put your head through, and you know, you can like no, but the reason is because it has this little phone holder here. So you can use the phone holder with the light to record your videos. And they have smaller ones too. Plus, once you move past this, you can use this for like other lighting and stuff. You know what I mean? I'm just assuming that that's what you meant. Mainly because we've never spoken about lamps before, so I'm assuming when you say lamp, you mean well, actually, what I use up here is I don't actually use ring lights. I use like big, you know, like photo shoot lights, and I do want to steer away from those. So. That is the riff challenge of the day. Nice little simple riff. Just put it in a drop tuning, and that is going to be your riff challenge of the day, okay? I'll show you one more time. I'll play it slow then fast. So that is as slow as I can get. Yeah, you got it, T.O. I don't know who that is. Dude, one time somebody said I look like somebody, and I was like, who the hell is that guy? And I looked it up, and I was like, nah. And people started agreeing in the chat, and I'm like, So we're looking this guy up, because I don't believe you. A race looks like a racist, plutocratic Jim Crow broker. I don't even. Okay, we're gonna look it up. I'm looking both of those up, and if both of you are wrong, you're banned. T.O., you're gonna ban them if they're completely wrong. Okay. You're getting banned. I don't care. Songhun from Inhypen. And there goes the racist part. I guess he nailed me. Sanhoon Inhypen. This dude's fucking Japanese. What are you talking about? He's Korean. South Korean singer and former figure skater. Bro, I am not that cool. Okay, this dude's a singer and he's a figure skater. I'm just some fucking dork with a half-assed mustache. Are you kidding me? What are we joking here? You're banned. Okay, let's ban the next guy. Asia, you're getting banned next. Let's look up Jim Crow. I am familiar. Oh, you guys are harsh, huh? Okay. What the fuck is this, man? You think that's what I look like? It's a. Should I ban him? No, don't ban him. I'm just joking. I'm just fucking with him, T.O. If you do get banned before T.O. sees this, then I apologize. Anyways, I feel like just looking at this picture right here makes me feel weird. Like, why does he look like that? What is going on in this photo? I can't even open this photo. What the? Okay, what the? Who the hell is Jim Crow? Bro, is this blackface? Presence of segregation. Hold up. I'm not familiar with Jim Crow. I'm not very smart. Who is Jim Crow? Jim Crow was not a real person, but a derogatory term and a set of laws and practices that enforce racial segregation. Okay. This guy's got jokes. Jim Crow's Law. Okay, gotcha. I don't know why I didn't put that together. I mean, I guess he's a good-looking South Korean guy. But I don't see... Is it because of the hair? See, this is why I always wear a hat, bro. Because people always got something to say about my hair every time I don't wear a hat. Not chill. I was gonna put him out 10 seconds. 10-second ban. Do it. Yo, Cody, is the light in the corner a lamp or? Oh, do you mean a LED strip? So the light in the corner is actually a multi-purpose light. You can make it change colors however you want. It's about this big. You can get them for about $10-15 at Walmart and switch them up. The only thing that sucks about them is if you keep them plugged in too long like I did, the battery completely dies and it only works being plugged in now. So there is that, but they're great for lighting, and you could also use it on the go. You could use it as a short-term flashlight because it's super bright, but you can change the hue of it. You can change everything. They're super cool. I'll grab it for you, and then we're going to get to work on this guitar, all right? All right. The other corner, but yeah, that one is cool too. Oh, yeah. I knew what you meant. I totally knew that. So that one is one of the stand-up ones. It comes with a remote. It's a cheaper one. I didn't want to buy one of the nice ones until I knew that I would like them. But I'm at the point where eventually I would like to have them in both parts of the room. But yeah, I just want to do something a little bit more unique. And I feel like most streamers, they don't really show off the room. They don't show off everything. Like most of them have it, right up to their face. And with what we're doing, I play guitar and stuff, so I want everything to be in the background. Anyways, let's get to work. Now that I can't see the numbers, but I'm going to assume that I've already lost every single person that was watching. So that's good. All right. Let's get to work. Let's get to work, eh, boss? All right, let's try and remember this riff. I know, that's what always happens. Well, well, well. Look who decided to join us, huh? Look who decided to join us. Who is that? Ezekiel over on Twitch. What's going on, man? So this sounds pretty sick right here. And Tio, you were correct. We have done this in a song before. I mean, you know, it's just a common thing, whatever. I needed a little transition there. It's an easy way out. So, yes. Andrew, what's going on, man? Okay, so that's coming back into the verse. What if we actually did... What if we did that one more time? So it goes in. Yeah. Okay, so instead of the double bass, why don't we pick it up into like a D beat or skank? No, not a D beat, a skank beat here. But a skank beat with a double bass. Yeah, like that. Yeah, we'll take this one. Let's see how that sounds. So what I'm doing is dragging some MIDI drums in, you guys. I'm going to drag it into this part here and see if it sounds any good being here instead of the double bass part. So let's see how that sounds. So I want it to pick up. Maybe it'll sound good at the last quarter. You're talking about the whole riff? Which riff? The only riff that is gonna sound close to something we've done before is the main riff, this one. Because anytime I go to drop tunings, I always end up doing... You know what I mean? I always end up doing stuff like that. So, I mean, if that's what you're talking about, then yeah. But, I mean, we've never done that before. We've never done this before. So, yeah, just let me know. I mean, but at the end of the day, try and think about it like this. If there is something that sounds similar, go listen to a full album. You know, a full album it's gonna have that similar feel to it the whole time. So, I mean, it's definitely, and plus, you know, just being one person definitely makes it a little bit harder to keep on putting out 100% original, especially since I don't really listen to the songs after I do them. You know, we write it, we move on, so it could be a subconscious thing too. You know? No. What was this part that we had here? Whoa. Those drums are not supposed to be there. Tio, what do you think about that? Going into this. Should we do like double bass? Should we kick into double bass there? So it'd be a double bass skank. So it'd be, and then dig 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 dig. Let's put it in 16th notes here, and then let's try it out. We'll do it at I think that's it. Let's hear it with the skank. Okay. Too much? Too much? What do you think? What are we thinking, guys? I think that sounds cool. So you guys know like the little trick I like to do where you know, I've told you guys about it with your own songwriting as well. So something that I think is cool that you can do when you're writing a song, especially if you have the track right in front of you, is you can kind of find like weird sections. It almost works for like a bridge or like a pre-chorus, or like you can use it like coming out of a riff, like repeat something like this. But I like to take little sections where we have it riffed off and then try and find parts that sound cool with the riff, like a riff that we already have, but you hear it in a different lighting, like a different light, because it's, you know what I mean? Like, here, I'll show you. We need something faster. Ezekiel over on Twitch. What's going on, man? Hey, man, sounds killer. Brother, thank you so much. I appreciate that, man. Also, glad to see somebody over on Twitch, man. If it is any, you know, if it's something that you'd rather do, you want to check out some of the people over here on YouTube, Chat's usually a lot busier on YouTube. I'm actually not sure what the numbers are right now. I do not have them in front of me. But, you know, if you're into hanging out with the people in the chat, man, I drop over to YouTube. But thank you for being on Twitch. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you for the follow. But you see what I'm saying? This is something that you can incorporate in your own songwriting. Like you could technically map it out with just your brain and just kind of go, okay, I'm gonna start on the 2 and write it on the or the 3 and the 4 and then go into the next 1 and 2. And what I mean by that is the measure. And try and figure out different variants of your own riff to write more riffs, or to just flat out come up with a new one or a different part of the song, which is something that I think is cool. Like, I kind of want to take this and make this a part of the song now. And this is already a riff that is in the song, but it's not. You know what I mean? See what I'm saying? I can come up with shit all day. And then if I really wanted to, I could somehow highlight that. And then instead of it being that, it would be the new thing I came up with, and keep on coming up with riffs based off of one riff. So maybe I should make that into a YouTube video, or maybe even a YouTube short or something. Honestly, I think a lot of people would appreciate that. Because I think the hardest thing to do as a musician is come up with new things that you feel confident about. You know what I mean? Like that's like definitely the hardest thing to do, is write things that you can be confident about. And that's sort of the point of the stream, is that the only reason I feel confident enough to come onto here and write songs live on the spot, no idea where I'm going with you guys, is because I dropped that a long time ago. I dropped caring a long time ago, and sometimes some of the stuff is good, sometimes some of the stuff is meh. But guess what? I wrote a song, and most people don't do that. So yeah, that's the whole point. Oh, Sherix, what's up? Sorry, I totally missed your message. What's up, man? Good to have you back. So yeah, don't be afraid to be writing riffs and stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? All right. I think my hands are warmed up enough now that we can start moving on to really writing some stuff to the song. I'm having some doubts about really where to go with this next part of the song. But I do feel confident that we have enough material here to keep moving forward. Pam, what's up? Thanks for joining. So yeah, I feel confident enough that we have enough material to keep going. And I think that we should just keep going. And if it's poo-poo, then T.O. can just tell me. If it's caca, just tell me. Oh, yeah, I forgot. T's still here. He hasn't said anything in a while, so I just couldn't remember if he was here. I think I'm gonna take a guess that T is on his computer also playing guitar, but he's got the stream up while he's playing. Did I nail it, T? I bet I nailed it. What if we did like a... Because I want to get heavy towards the end of the song. You know what I'm saying? Here, let's record a little scratch demo of that, and then we'll start from the beginning of the song so everybody can see. If you're just now tuning in, consider hitting that subscribe button if you like what you hear. And, yeah, let's record a little scratch. That'll be good enough. I'll know what I meant by doing that. It's just a little scratchy demo guitar for us there, just to kind of get us to the next part. I do still want to add this, though. Although I don't really like how the that lead guitar sounds. It's too washy. You know what I mean? It's like got a scratchy feel to it. I'll show you how I go about fixing that real quick. Hi, baby. Are you going to Nisa's? Yeah. All right. So now we're going to work on volume. So that needs re-recorded anyways, but I think that helps us a lot more with what I did. So basically, all I did was I turned the volume down, first of all. It was a little too loud. It was also not punching enough through in the mids, even though it sounded like it because it was turned up so much. So the mids that we did have were overpowering. Something to also consider is that bass is going to be added to this. So I went ahead and cut it at about a high pass at about 200 hertz right here. I cut out at the 800. It was still sounding a little too MIDI and boxy within there. That's sort of like the honky sound within the guitar range. Actually, Sylvia, what's going on? Let's go. He uses the Gojira thingy on his amp. I love Gojira. Hell yeah, dude. Yeah, I'm using the Gojira X. I actually had it when the Gojira one came out, and then they did free updates to the X whenever. I don't even know what they fixed. I know that they added a few little things, but I don't know if it was like anything severe. You know, they've been adding X to everything. Lonnie, what's up? Sylvia, thank you. Pam, that is what a good memory does for you. Hi, remember me? I usually remember everybody. And for some, maybe it's because I'm not seeing it from my phone. I used to watch from my phone until I put this PC up here, and now I have dual monitors and I'm watching on something else. But typically I would remember a name like that. So it's weird that I don't remember. But either way, great to have you back, and I'll definitely remember you now. Great to have you. Yeah, the Gojira one's great. So, what I was saying is that Joey Sturgis, he's the guy who recorded all that. He's most notably known for recording all of the Scene Kid bands back in the day. Asking Alexandria, Attack Attack, We Came as Romans, all those Scene Kid bands back in the day. He was the one that recorded those, but he is a great mixing and mastering engineer. With that said, he figured out that with guitars, there's something he does, at least with his tone, and it's always stuck with me. And I never really hear it in most of my tones, but the lower tuning you get, you will tend to hear this. Check this out. So he says within the 600 to 800 hertz range, if you boost it enough, you'll be able to hear that it sounds like a sonar or like a subs, you know, like the boop, boop. So watch, I'll show you when with the guitar, that 700 frequency sounds like a sonar, kind of. I'll mute this. You might have to turn your phone up to hear it because, you know, you're listening to it on a phone, but which is terrible. You hear that? And that frequency right there can kind of be like, can I show you a pic of my gear? Yeah, of course. Join the Discord up above and drop your picture in the general chat. Drop it in the general. Go to the general and save some time. It's not going to post on YouTube. Yeah, that's within the frequency, exactly. But with guitar, typically in a mix, you don't really want the low end, you don't want the super high end, and those mids, like like 250 to 500, can usually cause a lot of problems. From 0 all the way up to about 250 to 300 can cause problems with the bass depending on the tone. And with the 500 range, you're kind of competing with nothing. It's kind of just, I mean, you are, but you aren't, and it's kind of a disgusting sound. You know, like that boxiness, you kind of get like this gross, stale cracker kind of sound. I don't know, it doesn't sound good. And usually we try and get rid of that. But if you really, really cut it, like let's say you want it to sort of start on the end of the scoop, like these end pieces right here, this yellow dot to this yellow dot, but lower here to here, the typical metal tone would cut it at about 500, 600, and then just boom, scoop the hell out of it. An EQ will do so much. There is so much that you can do with a mix, with just a song, with an EQ and a multi-band compressor. There is a lot that you can do with a metal mix. Just simply, like, genuinely having a good starting point, making sure that all your tones sound good in the first place, and then an EQ multi-band compressor. There is so much that you can, obviously compressing drums and everything else, but like as far as like fixing and repairs, come on, man. Anyways, let's get the hell to work. So we're gonna start it from the beginning. Yeah, you could always email my professional email and send a picture, but just download Discord. Just download Discord. Or what you could do is post the picture as a post on YouTube, and then I can click on your YouTube channel and look at your post. But right now, until it gets sent, I am going to keep working on this song because I have a section that I want to add here towards the end. Gotta check something. Okay, so can somebody please tell me why TikTok does this? I posted a video on TikTok. It starts doing really good. It gets 1,300 views almost instantly with 106 likes, 7 comments, and 7 reposts or reshares. That is pretty damn good for 1,000. So out of 1,000, there was let's say 100 likes. That's 10% of the people who saw this video gave it a heart. Are you actually going to tell me that that is not good enough to keep putting out to musicians farther and farther and farther? Why are they not doing that? And the only thing that I can think of is that they want me to spend money so that my video gets boosted. And personally, I think that that is so wrong of them to do that. I don't like that they do that. It's fucked up, honestly. But yeah, anyways, I kept hearing notifications and it's like bing bing. Oh yeah, YouTube added the hype thing in US. What's that mean? What's hype thing? Can I tell you what I have? Yeah, I mean, you can just tell me too. It's all good. YouTube added the hype thing in the US. I don't know what that is. Please explain. Age verification. That's what he's talking about? Yeah, I do age verification anyways. I always do not meant for kids. It's posted on your channel. Alright, I'm going to look. Let's see what Sylvia has got in store for us. Sounds like Sylvia wants to troll. I don't know if it's just me, but so your name on here is Sylvia Mendoza. Alright, let me look for channels. I'll show all you guys what we're doing here. Channels. Found it. Alright, I don't see it. Ban Pam. Pam said hi. I just posted it. Oh, I'm saying it's not there. I don't see anything unless I'm at the wrong one. Hold on. Home. Alright, it's not popping up yet. So I will look later though. I'll keep it up right here. Pam's the goat. What are you talking about? Pam's got a heart of gold. All right. So it did post, Tio. Hold on, I know how to do this. I can just go to my live stream. I can go to my live stream, and then I can just literally tap on Sylvia. Boom. Go to channel. Boom. Posts. Ooh. Sylvia got them gibbons. Got them damn gibbons. Well, let me zoom in. Got them darn gibbons. I'm not gonna lie though, my favorite guitar in the picture should be pretty obvious for anybody who knows me. You know what? Actually, all right, all good, man. I'll see you in here, bro. I'll see you in here. All right, which one do you guys think would be the guitar I would pick? Those of you who have been at the channel for a while don't even need to see the greatest. Like, you guys should know which one I would pick. You know it. Tio nailed it. Yep. I think that's a Mexi. I think that's a Mexi Squire. No, that's a Strat. Does that say Squire or Strat? I can't actually tell. Dude, the picture's so blurry. I think that's a Strat. Either that or I'm blind. There's not enough curvature in it. But you guys know me, bro. I like the Super Strat feel, man. That is my all-time favorite. Les Paul styles, it's going to take me a long time to like Les Pauls again. I just like Super Strat style guitars, man. I don't know why. I think playing metal on a Super Strat is sick. Super Strat for the win. Exactly. Here, let me show you the perfect example of when to use a Super Strat for metal and how cool it looks during a performance, okay? It's been a long time since I've seen this video, but he always plays one, so I know I'll be able to find one easily for you guys. Check this out.
Great sound is in demand. Sweetwater has provided the gear and the know-how to help music makers.
Boom. Iron Reagan live. Man, what was this video recorded in 480p? It says 1080, but this shit does not look like it. Okay, let's get a good... There we go. Look at that. Boom. Probably a Mexi Strat. Right there. Black. One pickup in it. One knob. Fucking ready to play some gnarly ass crossover thrash riffs. Come on, dude. And everybody in the band like matches it too. It's like perfect. This is a dope ass song too. Close to Toast. This is actually one of my favorite songs by them. Anyways, yeah, the Super Strat just looks fucking gnarly, right? That's what I did to mine. Anyways, great riff. Great, simple, freaking punk style riff, man. So good. What's your favorite pickup? Anyways, yo, I actually need to write a crossover thrash song here soon. I might do a pop punk song first, then a crossover thrash song with the Strat. All right, let's get to work. So I think I'm going to change the tempo here. We come out of this. Should we go back into this riff here? Like, do you guys think that that would sound right? Let's see what that sounds like. Because I feel like we need to add more to the song. So we could have, like, another section of that. Let's hear what that sounds like going in. Yeah, they are nice guitars. I just personally don't get down with Gibson because I'm not enough of a Les Paul style guitar fan. And also, it's just the price of a Gibson does not justify the quality that you get for the name anymore. It just does not mean a damn thing anymore. It just does not. Like, if you want a high dollar, very nice guitar, You just get yourself a PRS. You want to spend lots of money on a high-end guitar that's name brand, go PRS. You know what I mean? PRS all day. I also am from Maryland, so I guess that there's technically a soft spot there. But any real guitarist knows that Gibson is just a name brand at this point. Like, the guitars are known for so many bad things, including the quality control of their newer guitars that has not changed for years. Not only that, but the company's gone downhill so many times that they I don't know if you guys have ever seen the videos, if they've resurfaced, but Gibson literally runs over their guitars for tax write-offs towards the end of the year. Have you guys seen this shit? Look at this shit. This is bullshit. Watch this. This video went mega viral. And of course,
Homeowners insurance
you
and
might
property
think to
protection are
yourself,
essential components of homeownership, providing
Shut up.
financial security
You might
against
think to yourself,
unexpected events
okay,
such as natural
yes,
disasters, theft,
Gibson
and liability
technically
claims.
can't just
A
be giving
homeowner's
out
insurance
hundreds
policy
of
helps
guitars,
cover the cost of
but they're
repairing or
using it
rebuilding
as
a
a
home,
tax write-off
replacing
thing, and they're
personal
just
belongings,
destroying stuff,
and protecting
and
against
they
legal
charge
and medical
so much money
expenses
for
in case
something.
of
Well, maybe you
accidents on the
wouldn't
property.
be going into debt
Understanding
if
the
your guitars
coverage
didn't fucking
options, policy
snap and
types, and
break all the
factors
time. If they
influencing
didn't
insurance
come brand
premiums
new
allows
scratched up,
homeowners to make
if they
informed
didn't,
decisions about their
have
protection
so many
needs.
goddamn problems, and if they weren't so goddamn expensive on top of it.
A standard homeowner's insurance policy consists of several coverage components. Dwelling coverage protects the physical structure of the home, including the
this.
roof, wall.
Look at all these guitars, bro.
Yep, that's about what's gonna happen here in just a minute.
Like, dude, if I worked for this construction company, I couldn't fucking do this. There's no way I could do this. They're strung up in everything. These weren't just fucked up models. These weren't just this or that. They took them out of the box and ran them over. The one guitar hanging on for like, no, no. Yeah. Ah, buddy. Yeah, so you get the point. You get the point. Just, I've owned one Gibson. It played great. It felt great. But I just could not justify holding a guitar that was that expensive, for no reason. Personally. I mean, hey, honestly, do whatever the hell y'all want to do, but all I'm saying is that, like, fucking, I'm gonna spend my money elsewhere and get 2 guitars for the price of one of these. 2 nice ass guitars for the price of one of those. It just won't say Gibson on the headstock. Now, you do got to give Gibson credit, though. They've come up with some of the most, if not the most, iconic guitar shapes of all time. We're talking the V. We're talking the Les Paul. We're talking the Firebird style, which Fender also has the, like, Surfcaster that's similar to it as well, or maybe Gibson stole that from them. I don't know, but there's all types of great shapes. The Explorer, I mean, you know, they come up with all the iconic shapes and all the shapes that a lot of metalheads use too. So, got to give them credit where credit is due. Okay, so we're going into this now. Let's get back to the song. Yeah, I'm sure that thing does sound good. Like I said, they play fine, but to get a brand new guitar that has problems with it, and also to not take care of the guitar shape enough to where the headstock doesn't break from you just going like that with it, is ridiculous. They're known for having headstock breakage. That is like the most known problems with them. They've tried fixing it time and time and time again. It just hasn't worked. It was sad what they did. They do it all the time. I'm assuming it is some type of tax write-off. I'm assuming. I mean, I guess it's too much work to send those guitars to all the local schools and have kids be able to play nice guitars and actually learn guitars, which then would end up these kids wanting to buy a Gibson later in life because that's what they played in high school and blah blah blah. You know, it's like, I don't know, whatever. Or maybe they've already done that. Maybe I'm completely wrong. I don't know. But either way, running over the goddamn guitars, I mean, where in the world are you justifying that? Like, how? They probably do it all the time. All right, I'm going to our drums now. I'm going to tap in a tempo here. Yeah, I was wondering what the hell was up with it. No, the breakdown's there. That's the first breakdown. Metalhead. Breakdown's right here. Yep, it's still there. That's just breakdown number 1, fool. Hey, I'm gonna keep it creamy with you, though, bro. Like, this song needs 3 breakdowns, bro. You know, y'all ever seen that dude? I can't remember what his name is on Instagram, but he's funny as shit. He's a real big guy. And he'll post videos like how baby daddies act at the hospital or something, or when their firstborn is born or something. Cheyenne, I told you, fool. I ain't taking my shirt off. Oh my god, like it's like he does all types of fucking goofy shit. Yeah, so I don't even know if I kind of want this part to be heavy. I don't know if I want it like throwing my arms windmilling heavy yet. I'm not sure. I really thought we gave up on that breakdown. Hell nah, bro. I'm giving up on that breakdown. That breakdown was sick. You know how long I worked for that transition? Shit sounds cool. Sounds pretty good. Very modern, hardcore, metalcore type of breakdown, though. I like that it doesn't necessarily fit with the rest of the song. It sort of sticks out. It's like, whoa, we just got hit with a whole nother type of genre in here, you know? Which I think is cool. Wait, what the heck? Have I never took the clear stuff off this? Oh shit, we're gonna get a peel. Oh, there it is. Woo, look at that baby. I've never taken the peel off of that before. I didn't even know that there was one on it. Woo, she looking clean. Let's go. Let's go. Boom, 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 boom. How long you been playing guitar? Boom, boom, banana, 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 banana. Let's see if we get drums for that. So it looks like the BPM goes from 190 to about 125. It might actually end up being faster than that, though. I'm just cooking right now. I'm trying to come up with the goods, man. Trying to cook up some stuff right now. Get some different ideas. 'Cause, truth be told, I think it would sound really good if we were able to bring this in here and make it real heavy at the end. So it's this one. All right. Write a song in an hour challenge if you haven't already. Actually, we were in the middle of writing a song one time, and I wrote a song in 15 minutes. It was like a short little power violence punk style song. We were in the middle of writing a song, and somebody said to make a grindcore song, and I said grindcore is lame. So then I made a power violence song instead. All good, metalhead. This I'll tell you what though. Usually the streams go faster, but when I first started doing this, I was working too fast and I like wore myself out. So now I've reached the point where I'm making songs out of my wheelhouse, songs I've never recorded, never tried to do before. And also I'm doing songs that I'm trying to take my time a bit more than what I was, because I really dried myself out fast. Like I was just, it was to the point where I didn't even want to stream because I was trying to write the song so fast. So it's like, yeah, 15 minutes. I didn't think about anything. I just grabbed fast drums, went for it, did it, and it had the beginning of the song, which started off fast, had like a little pre-chorus, you know, whatever, little part that goes off, nice fast part, and then ended with like a heavy section. It was like a little 3-parter, you know, it was like a minute and 30 seconds long. Threw the drums down, recorded it, and then boom, it was done. Added the bass and everything. Boom, done. I mean, if I really, really wanted to, I could shit out some songs. Don't get me wrong. I could sit here and shit out a bunch of but like I'm past that. Maybe what I'll do is I mean, maybe you're right. Maybe we could do a 1 hour Wednesdays or something. Like on Wednesdays, we'll do a 1 hour Wednesdays or the 1 hour wonder. And we try and write something as fast as we can in 1 hour. Hey! Bean. Bean. Stop. Bean. Leave her alone. Cats are fighting. Yeah, a minute and 30. I mean, it might have been even less time than that, honestly. I'm just 15 minutes like was nothing. I know Tio was here when I did it. And then when I wrote it, the guy was like, "That's not grindcore." And I'm like, "I know, I didn't want to do grindcore. You asked for grindcore. I said grindcore sucks, but I'll give you something just as bad." And yeah. But yeah, I could very easily just poop out a bunch of bullshit because the drums are already pre-written and just throw stuff out. But, you know, I like taking my time with you guys and we all get to know the song and get the feel for it. But I will say, I've noticed that recently taking my time has sort of made my mind wander a little too much, and then I end up getting disinterested in the song, or lose the vibe of where I'm at. So that is the only problem with doing it the way I'm doing it now, because before it just used to be go 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 go. I'd write a song a stream or a stream and a half. Now I try and write a song every 3 streams to 4 streams max. Fourth stream or third stream will be the finished, and then we come up with a new riff. So yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm saying though, cuz I was always writing a song like every day or two, which like it's almost different when I'm sitting here by myself writing a song not for you guys, because I don't like the idea of being one of those streamers that never looks at his camera. You know what I mean? I want to talk to you guys. I want to get to know you guys. I'm a very, very personable person, and I like to talk to people and get to know people. And that's how I am. That's how I'll always be, I think. And, so I like to be able to talk to you guys and be able to communicate with you guys. So I like being able to add that in there, have some chuckles, some laughs every here and there, and while we're writing a song. Where'd my pick go? All right, there we go. All right, so we got the breakdown now. Let's go. Maybe we could get some like choppy gent in there. Harry, what's up? Seen that done before. Korn does that for some of their riffs. What do they do? 1 second, gotta take this. I'm gonna start it from the beginning so you guys can hear. What's up, buddy? Yo, that harmonization. Where at the end? I say we just go for it. Sorry. Sorry about that, you guys. My son, so actually, remember how I told you guys I was supposed to be going to Hershey Park for the water park today? And first, it was really weird to me the last time I said I went to Hershey Park, and then people were like, what the hell is Hershey Park? And a lot of people don't know what Hershey Park is, so I'll just say what it is real quick. Hershey Park is where Milton Hershey, yes, Hershey's Bar, the chocolate, where he originally had all his stuff. They built an amusement park where so basically it's Hershey. It's Hershey, Pennsylvania. It is right there. They have an amusement park, roller coasters, rides, everything. It's super sick, and they have a water park there. That's out the way. But I was supposed to go to the water park today. Ended up having a shit ton of stuff that I needed to actually get done before this weekend. And sorry, he just texted me. And my son ended up just going with his friend. And I was like, okay, cool. And whatever. But now I think he's going to stay at his friend's house. So I'm going to have to go over there soonish. We've been on here for an hour and 45. Let's actually get some shit recorded on here. And let's get this going. Let me send him a text back. Okay, boom, done. I do apologize if this is odd. Thank you for the guitar. Came here really angry, but now I am calm, enjoying the tunes. Hell yeah, dude. That's not weird at all, man. That makes me happy. That makes me freaking... That's what pumps me up. That's what gets the good songs out, honestly. People leading me to the good riffs, and people also saying, hey man, sounds good, or hey man, that one sounds bad, maybe try this. You know, I'm not perfect. I'm not the best guitarist in the world. I'm not the best songwriter in the world. I'm just a guy writing songs with the chat. So it always feels good. Oh shoot, that's right, we had this part here, you guys. Ooh. Oh, I forgot about this part. This part is awesome. I'll be honest with you. This part is freaking awesome. You know, almost wonder, so Reaper has this thing that you can do. It's a rate knob, and it does not adjust it tonally. So it changes the tone and the speed of the song. And you can get ideas like that, and the ADHD in me kind of really wants to know what this riff would sound like with this turned down. So here's what it sounds like normally. Ooh. Yo! What the hell? You live 3 hours away from Hershey? I live about an hour and 30 away from Hershey. Pam, what state do you live in? Dude, I want to play that riff that fast. That'd be impossible to play it like... That's impossible. Dude, that's like impossible, dude. I don't even know what tuning that would be in. That would be in like G standard. Like that shit would be like, hold on, let's see here. So I'm in B, drop B, so we'd have to go C, C sharp. Sorry, I had a brain fart. No, it'd be C sharp, C. No, C, C sharp. Man, I'm thinking ass backwards. Bass backwards today. D, D sharp, E. Oh my god. And then 1, 2, 3. So that is G. I think that's too high. No, dude, I nailed it, bro. What's name? What's good, man? We're just kind of goofing off right now. No, it needs to go down 1. You guys hear how it's artifacting? That's because of the transpose knob. Also, cheese. Hey, no. Alright, I'm not even going to be able to read the chat now because of cheese. Hey, relax. Relax, girlfriend. Bethlehem. So you live in Pennsylvania. Oh, yeah, I see that right up there. Yeah, you're not far away from me at all. I think Bethlehem's like an hour. I think. I'll look it up. Then we'll record this breakdown. It might be like, it's like an hour or 2 hours, I think. Actually, I'm completely wrong. It's 2.5 hours. I was way off. All right, let's get down to work. Let's get to work. All right, we need to, dude. But that sounds sick though. That's a thrash riff right there, dude. Yo, that's fucking ridiculous. All right. So stupid. That's your riff challenge, Tio. Oh, he said easy, bro. Easy this morning. You remember that? Easy. Yeah, okay, bud. Do that one. There's no way the human hand can move that fast. I don't give a shit. There's some great tunes. How are you playing them? You're cooked, bro. 100% cooked. So do you mean how am I recording them and bringing them to you guys? That's like a whole thing. But basically, I'm using a DAW, a DAW, a digital audio workstation that allows me to put plugins which have simulations of amplifiers inside of it, and those amplifiers run through, or my guitar runs through this little box here. This box is the signal that this DAW picks up. This DAW is now running a plugin that goes into Streamlabs, and then Streamlabs connects to you guys online. Cooked, yeah, like saying someone's cooked means like they're doomed, they're done for, they're donezo, they're dunny. Yeah, it's a whole thing, man. Learning how to I mean, I already knew how to do all this, but just simply learning how to use Streamlabs and then also connect a plugin that picks up this and gives it to you guys. I mean, it's genuinely, it's not easy. It's a lot of work and a lot of knowledge to obtain before you get to the point of even being able to put the guitar and bring it out to you guys. Like it is a lot of work, honestly. All right, guitar is back to normal. Alright, nice. I think I did that exactly how I was supposed to, so. I think this first one that I did here is a little off. So I like the way that I played it, but it's not what I need. So I'm going to go ahead and re-record it and make sure that it's what I want there, because it's not, it doesn't feel like it's right. But then again, it could have been me before, so actually let's give it one more go while paying attention to that metronome big time. You feel me? Everybody say hi to Cheese. Cheese is here. The girl. Hi, girl. Hi, baby. What you doing? What you doing? Oh, really? Oh, cool. Just spill my coffee on the floor. That's awesome. Thanks. Thanks for doing that. Let's just leave the coffee right by the guitars. Yep, yep. That's a good one. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you, friend. Okay. Why don't you go ahead and just skedaddle? I think that would be best. You know? No? Okay. That's cool. Hey. Hey, Peter. Hey, Peter! My bad, I do apologize. He doesn't do requests. Can you do the deepest chug? I kindly ask. Yeah, of course. The deepest I can get the chug to do. I don't take song requests, but yeah, something like that I can do for you. The deepest is when it sounds the most saturated and just. So I'll start soft and then get harder and harder as I go. See what I'm saying? It gets more saturated as you go. That metal on the strings really gets picked up by the magnets in the pickup. Yeah, and if you do it with one string really hard, it can kind of be a little much if you do it with one string too hard. Damn it. I need to go to the guitar store near me and pick up a John Petrucci pick. All I have is this one, but I need something bigger. I'll try and record this with it, but... That's why it sounded weird. Hold on. Here we go. That's it right there, baby. So I need to hit that. Here's the best way to get it the most realistic. Use another track, listen to the ones you have here, and record on the new track like this. So I'm going to record on this one, not these two, and then get that little squeal like that on a new track, then just drag it up. There you go. Now we'll do that one more time. One more time. One more time. I'm going to glue them together now just to have them as one little conglomerate here. First thing you hear is me yelling, "Hey, Peter! Told me you wouldn't tell him about the poop sack!" Dude, not having a compressor on this is making it clip so hard. "Hey, Peter! Told me you wouldn't tell him about the poop sack!" You're a wizard, Harry. A wizard. It's from the movie Harry Potter. I didn't see. I didn't see that you were trying to do something. My bad. I'm sure he's heard it a million times. Hey, how rich do you think you would be if you heard, for every dollar, you heard a Harry Potter joke about your name? There's got to be a good many in there. See, now this is the type of stuff, like with Gent, you hear it's off a little bit. Not that we're playing Gent, but like this stuff right here, this one is definitely off a good bit. You know what I mean? So I can easily fix this. Now, too far is too far. You know what I mean? and proceed with caution for sure. But it looks like we're off all the way down here, like almost to the point we're so evenly off that we could technically just move this whole freaking thing here. Like we could quite literally like just freaking move this whole thing down. Like, I'm not even kidding. Look at this. And it would probably fix that off sound that we have here. Yo, that's insane that I was perfectly off time like that, though. That's weird. Dude, it's like that on this one, too. I almost wonder if I'm having some sort of latency issues or something. Because that's weird that it's that perfectly timed. Like, it's that off. Like, that's so weird. Isn't that weird? It's almost not good enough to keep. So we might come back and redo it. But for now, let's keep it and let's move on and get this next part here. Why does it feel so weird? Hold on. Very odd. Alright, I'm getting closer and closer to getting it super, super tight. For me, it's like it's almost harder to nail slower stuff than faster stuff. That sounded pretty cool there if I could nail that. Maybe we can keep that down here with the old scratchy guitar down here. Let's go one more with the regular. I did it the new way. Sorry, I fucked that up. Why do I keep doing it like that now? Alright, so the ending I'm gonna do different, but I feel like even that one was still a little off, but let's look. No, I think it's where it's supposed to be. Okay. Okay, so now we're going to get the end, but we got this build up here now. I almost had the idea, if you guys remember, in the very beginning I was doing the... Of course, that's what it's all about, man. Make a suggestion for sure. All right. Nice. Little hiking. I actually went on a hike the other day. Not a crazy one, you know, like a couple hour hike. Something small. Nice. Yeah, I love going on hikes, man. The only thing I don't like about hiking is if it is, you know how sometimes you'll go places that aren't necessarily barricaded by the trees, so then you get like pelted, you know, climbing up the rocks and pelted by the frickin' sun. I freaking cannot stand that. That sucks. I'd rather be in the humid woods. There be that 7-string slug out of nowhere. If just bloody amazing, but the tune change would perk the ears out of the rhythm. Okay, hold on. Let me try and think of what you're saying. 7-string slug out of nowhere. So, 7-string. Do you mean sludge out of nowhere? I actually don't own a 7-string anymore. I had a Dean 7-string and I sold it. Funny story behind that. I went to Guitar Center to buy a used one and it ended up being my friends that I owned. Or my friends that I knew and was in a band with in the past. I'm just trying to think of where your head is at, Harry, with it. Because something with these breakdowns that I like to do anyways, Harry, is I like to take, which is why this plugin is great for this stuff. I like to take the octave pedal that's in here and give it a slight little, you know, just a little something here. Let me see. So it needs to be kicked all the way back. We'll turn it on. It makes it sound heavier. No, you're good, bro. So when you say the sludge, like, do you mean that we should add another octave to it? Because that's what this pedal will do. This pedal adds it. So I'll show you exactly what it does. I'll solo my vocal and my guitars here. and I'll turn it on and off so that way you can see exactly what's going on here. So basically, this is what it would sound like with them on. Off. On. Off. See how it gives it that little bit of edge there? And gives it that little bit of, low-tuned nastiness there to it. If that's what you mean, then of course we can do that for sure. But if it's like actually changing the key of the song and going lower, technically we could still do that, but I don't know exactly how we would go about it. But we can always try. So just let me know what you're thinking, and we can definitely work something out, my man. All right, let's turn those off. We're gonna turn that off for now, and keep going with this. Does he mean grit? I'm not sure. There'd be that 7-string sludge out of nowhere. Do you mean changing like the tone of the song, or? Because we could do something like that as well. Black vegetarian Irish metal. Yeah, that is a pretty ridiculous one. Maybe porno grind. Porno grind is a weird one. Oh, you're saying just make it heavier. Or slower, I mean. Yeah, so you're saying slow it down even more. I'll find some drums for that. Let me change the snare to center. I don't know why it does that with this one. So annoying. That's weird. That's a weird fill right there at the end. Why is it like that? Let's take the fill at the end of this one and put it here. What the hell? Oh, there's a snare at the end of this. I should have known something stupid like that would be there. There we go. So you want it sludgy. Yes. We're gonna start it from the beginning here in a minute. Let's get to this last part, and then we're gonna play through the song for a little bit. try and figure out exactly how to make this sludgy part, but we're gonna have all types of shit in here. Ooh, what if we did that? Alright, let's record. Scratch that, see how we like it after listening to the beginning of the song. Alright, I'm going to record the right track to that as well, and then re-record the left since the left is kind of fucked up. Damn it, I messed up. Okay, we'll keep that. Also, I wanted to try something. Let me try that. Dude, that's just like stupidly heavy. So stupidly heavy. Make the listener not know what's coming next. I tell you what, there's a lot of transitions in this song that I'm gonna just assume most people will not see coming when they hear it, especially with this one here. It comes out. So yeah, let's listen to this from the beginning. Since we technically don't really have an intro, right now it just kind of goes into the riff. Trying to remember everything. Yeah, that needs to be recorded. The metal song code. Wait. Anyways. I definitely, every time he sends a message, I read it with a British accent. I don't know why. Don't know what type of British accent, but there's one there. But I love it. Harry, Harry, Harry. We got to work on this transition here, though. But like I said, this was going to be sort of, sloppy working into this. It's not going to be the perfect version at the end here. I appreciate you, Harry. I really do. And you're going to appreciate this, because guess what we're about to do? I wouldn't say the song's finished. The guitar, I wouldn't even say that the guitar is finished yet. There's still something that we got to hit with the beginning there. And there's something that we have to hit with the this last portion here. Get some different drum fills, stuff like that. But what I want to do right now is grab the bass and go ahead, make it so that we can kind of hear what the song's going to sound like with how it is so far, and see if it really hits with the finished kind of vibe to it with the bass and stuff. So I want to try it out, see what's kind of missing, because a lot of times I'll hear the bass and then go, oh man, it would actually be really cool if we did like this or this instead, so that's kind of just something that I do a lot on here. Woo! That baby's got more cat hair on it than my shirt. Sheesh. What in the hell? All right, let's get our bass tone. All right, let's get a bass tone going. Checking that input. It does clip a little bit when I go a little hard on it. Yo, Sylvia, what's up? Welcome back. Welcome back. We are getting some bass done now. I don't know if this is the bass tone that I want. We also need to check the tuning because I think I'm probably going to use the transpose knob within the plugin, so that way I don't have to tune this thing down too much farther. Because I'll be honest with you, I really don't like having to tune the bass too low because the strings aren't big enough to handle drop B. It's just not. Although I could tune it to C standard. I don't know. Let's see how bad it sounds if I do that. So C, B. Hi, baby girl. What you doing? You hungry? Yeah. I didn't feed y'all on time today, huh? I'll have to feed you, okay? Right after stream. I gotta feed the cats. Nothing much. What did I miss? So you missed the whole last portion of the song, and we will get back to that here in a moment, okay? Hey, Cheese. You need to get down, baby girl. Yeah. On my mouth. Okay, so I'm gonna actually tune it down. Jeez, watch it, girl. No, wait. If I'm in... I need to be in C# standard. That would go here. Wait, yeah. Hi, girl. Look at her. She is just really trying to get up on my lap right now. Hi, baby. You can chill for now, okay? Hi, girl. Hi. Trying to tune this thing up. Let's just go down to B. Let's see what happens. Yo, D, what's up? Mortal Kombat. I see Mortal Kombat in there. Good metal song. Excuse me, little miss. I'm tuning the bass up now, and we're gonna record some bass. Okay, we're there. Just make sure we're actually tuned. And there we go. Shit, we just hit 3 hours. Okay, let's do a quick scratch through this. We'll have to record it later. Maybe I can get on here later or something. Ah, that was the problem. I knew something was off. What was I reading before? I was wondering. I was like, there's no way. It has to be B because we're in drop B, but it sounded fine at first. But it wasn't fine. It was just, I'm an idiot. Alright, you guys, I'm about to have to get off here. He's telling me to don't come over too late. Alright, we should be good now. Man, what the heck? That was weird. Okay, let's try it out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, what we're gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to find the right bass tone because I don't have the bass tone that I used to have, and it sucks. I'm gonna have to find the bass tone that I want within this. Cut it 120. Let's record a shitty one, then I gotta get off here, okay? Now, see, what the thing is I think that the bass tone I have, the low end is clashing too much with the drums. I'll show you with just guitar and bass, it probably sounds pretty good. But then you add in that, and it's like, whoa. Exactly. It's clashing too much with the kick, and I'll have to go through and fix that. All right. So, look, you guys, it's been great. We pretty much got the song finished, but I told him that I would be there, and we've hit 3 hours. So, tomorrow will be finish day. Also, don't forget, I really wanted to add this in the song, so I want to put this somewhere in the song. Shit, it's not at the right tempo. It needs to be at 190. We'll change that real quick, and then I gotta go. All right, you guys. Thank you guys for sticking around. Hit that subscribe button. I appreciate you guys, man. Love to everybody. I will check